Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Cowboys going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Ryan 38! Ohio!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Atkins. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A very solid gain of 27.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be... Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
You know, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And out now come the Cowboys. Shift together here from the D-line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They go to Elliott again. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Elliott, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Carr. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And he motions the wide receiver. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open. It's Marshall, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Here we go. Let's go. Brad 38.
Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On play action, now Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Great job defensively. Stretched it out, got the tackle for loss. He had 2 TFLs last week, by the way.
Yeah, what you're describing right there is a player who can set the edge well. You always hear that, meaning he's not getting hooked by an offensive lineman or a tight end, not getting turned inside on the blocking, able to keep his outside arm free, string the play out so there's nowhere for the back to turn up. Then he gets to him and makes the play.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38! Ohio! No. Come on, let's cut!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you won't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that's Elliott, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, here's Carr. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Let's go!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
They'll it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Next round, Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
6-18.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They give to Elliott. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Marshall. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 30. .1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. 10th carry now for Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Shotgun now for Carr. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to Matt.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be Touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this
you're
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here's Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. From the gun, it's Carr. This is caught by Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And it's a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, Cook.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Mendoza. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield, here's Carr. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Final minute now of the third quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Marshall. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Giants on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Elsewhere, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Give them 22 on that one. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. To throw is Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just...
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll run with Elliott, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now Carr. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 22. This is Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 8. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now. But I have the sense, given that distance, you can probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Giants on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Flex round. Let's go. Ohio.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And now here come the Cowboys. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. Whoosh. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Ohio. Here we go.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Final score now on our NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.